Hello and welcome to the show. I hope you are ready for another random episode. These Thursday podcasts are gonna be kind of random until we kind of get more of a fan base and more fan interaction, which we started some buzz today. We got a Q&A type deal that we're gonna do later on in the show. We only have a few questions because we literally just asked an hour ago.
Yeah.
It's hump day while we're recording. So, as always, buckle up because it's going to be a ride. Derek, take us away.
Yeah, as usual, I'm Derek. We're both here today. Not just him, it's just I wasn't talking in the beginning. You want to wait? Maybe we've got a few more questions. We can answer those.
Yeah, that's why I said we'll do that later on.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was barely paying attention.
It's cool.
Someone was texting me about questions.
Other things are obviously going on. It's whatever.
We'll just go ahead and start out kind of, chit chat. Thank God it finally got cooled off.
Yes, I agree. It is perfect weather right now. I'm not sweating yet. It's cool. It just, I don't know. It feels like, what's the word that I'm looking for?
Fall?
Yeah, fall, for lack of a better term. But it just feels overall great. Cool mornings. I think this morning I wore a long sleeve shirt.
Yeah, I almost put a jacket on this morning, or my Hawks jacket.
But mosquitoes are still out. Mosquitoes and gnats.
Yeah.
Those will soon be dying off. Very soon.
Mosquitoes are basically the devil's insect.
They definitely are. They are the devil's insect. Cats are his pets.
Oh.
I don't like cats. Never liked cats.
I mean, I don't either, but I don't want to offend what little viewers we might have that like cats.
Oh, I mean, if you like cats, you like cats. I'm not going to judge you for liking cats. Just know that I do not like cats.
I will say this. If you get a good cat, they're very good.
I like kittens.
Yeah.
But when they grow up to be cats,
they kind of become shit.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't fuck with them.
Now, I have met, one of my friends had a really loyal cat. And she like, even if the first time she met you, she would just come up to you and start rubbing herself on you. She was never mean.
See, that's what I don't like about cats. I don't like I don't know, they think that they can just do that.
Well, most cats I know aren't like most of my friends that have cats, they aren't like that.
Oh, I mean, just about every cat that I've seen, they've done that. They'll come and rub up against your leg or whatever, try to get to know you, feel you out.
Well, yeah, but if they don't like you, they'll instantly start to attack you.
Oh, no, that and they'll... Yeah, I'm not for that. I'd rather have a dog barking at me because then I know, hey, I'm just not welcome at this house entirely.
Yeah.
See you later. We can meet up at Taco Bell.
I forgot what I was going to say. The Braves are currently blowing it.
They are. The Braves are pulling a Georgia sports team staple, and they're choking the chicken right now. But I can't say much because the Astros let the Tampa Bay Rays force a Game 5 when we had them down 2-0. All we had to do is go to Tampa and win one game, and boom, it's done. But at the same time, I think, didn't the Yankees also... Or no, whoever else was in the Dodgers and the Nationals, I think they also had a Game 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Yankees are the only team that didn't blow it. I guess, since we're on the topic of the Braves, did you hear about them?
I didn't. I mean, I just saw that article you shared, but I didn't click on it because I was driving.
It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I get it. There are people that, are offended by how Washington is the Redskins, Cleveland is the Indians.
Okay, if we're going to talk about it like that, honestly, the only one I think it's the Redskins is kind of offensive. Like I get that one.
But, that is. I mean, that's like having, a team wherever and calling them, Blackskins or Whiteskins, anything like that. But yeah, that one.
It's even worse when you think about the fact that that's the capital of the country, and we're renowned for fucking the Indians over.
Yeah, we are. But that's just history. I mean, I can't defend it. I can't chastise it because, I mean, if it didn't happen, we wouldn't be here. It was either the Indians or it would have been somebody else. I mean, it's the same way when, Britain come over here. We either stood our ground or, they fucked us up and we wouldn't be America. We'd have British accents, yellow teeth, and we'd be drinking tea with every damn meal.
Well,
not
sweet tea.
Not sweet tea.
Or if you're in the north, the devil's tea. I'd rather drink British tea than that unsweet, ungodly, holy nightmare.
But yeah, I mean, I made a point when I saw it the first time it was posted. This rookie's been on the team, I guess, the entire season. I don't know if he might have got called up later on. But the Cardinals played in Atlanta 4 times before this series. Why wasn't it an issue then?
I don't know.
I mean,
it's someone for the Cardinals that's complaining about it?
Yes, it's a rookie for the Cardinals.
Oh, then fuck that guy. They should have gave him out.
Yeah, he's from the Cardinals. They went back to St. Louis, and he talked to somebody and said that it was disrespectful because he's part of the Cherokee Nation. So I mean, he's actual Cherokee Indian, but
I mean, I know I have enough in me to actually get like funding for college and stuff. I'm a 16th Cherokee. My great grandma that is turning 102 this weekend. She's 50, like half Cherokee.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I very much have an opinion on all of that stuff, but it doesn't make me mad that we have teams named after them.
But you're not gonna go out and because this dude could very well be our age. Yeah. I mean, there's 30, 40-year-old rookies out there. I mean, whatever age he is. I mean, the Braves have been doing this forever. Yep. I mean, they're not even doing. They can't stop fans from doing the tomahawk chop, but this game they're not playing the music for it. They excuse me, they didn't hand out or they didn't put out the foam tomahawks, and they're not doing any of the displays on the screens. So I mean, you're letting this guy who knows that this is what their tradition is, and he's trying to ruin it. And he basically went out and said that, it gives Indians a bad name, is basically what he said on the article that I read, or in the article that I read.
I mean, I don't know. I can kind of understand that, but really, Atlanta is named after like a warrior sect of the Indians. If anything, it's kind of showing respect to the culture. It's not like I don't know. It could be worse. Like at least, like I said, at least we're not named like the Redskins.
Right. He says here, I think it's a misrepresentation of the Cherokee people or Native Americans in general. Just depicts them in this kind of caveman type people way who aren't intellectual. They are a lot more than that. It's not me being offended by the whole mascot thing. It's not. It's about the misconception of us, the Native Americans, and it devalues us and how we're perceived in that way or used as mascots. The Redskins and stuff like that. He said that's the disappointing part. Stuff like this still goes on. It's just disrespectful.
Like I said, I can understand the Redskins being offensive. I don't know. I feel like the Braves isn't that offensive. So
I mean, I don't think it is. I mean, I don't know. It was a long pause right there. I mean, I really wouldn't say that it's. I don't think it's as controversial as a lot of people try to make it be.
no,
I mean, like I said, the Redskins part, I do. I do see that, and I understand that one because who wants to be called a Redskin?
yeah. I mean, that would be the same thing as going to a black person. So.
Yeah, and calling them black skin or
Well,
the
yeah, that's what I was trying to
yeah,
imply. The N-word.
any other word.
Yeah.
So I guess that's that. I mean, in other sports news, did you see where I know I shared it. I don't know if you saw it or not. Where the NFL was trying to fine the guy from the Saints.
Yeah,
For-
but that went.
Yeah, he got thrown out, and he's
donated the money to charity.
Yeah. Well, not only that, it was like a $7,000 fine, which isn't a lot. Well,
Not really.
to them, it's not. To me, that's a lot of money. But he was actually selling the headbands and got like $40,000, and that's what he's donating.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I see what I saw. It said he was donating the fine. Sorry about that.
Well, yeah, he was donating the fine, and then he come out and he posted about it yesterday on Twitter, Instagram, one of the two, and said that with him selling those, he basically turned $7,000 negative to $40,000 positive. So that's what he's donating to a local hospital.
If he's donating what was going to be the fine too, that's like $50,000.
Yeah. Well, see, the whole thing with the NFL is that it's the no fun league. That's what NFL stands for.
Well, and you know who I think's kind of worse than them right now? The NBA.
Oh, no. I mean, they can't wear those ninja-style headbands just because he signed with Adidas. That's petty.
Do you know that they're making J.R. Smith cover up his Supreme tattoo?
Well, they done that last year.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, anybody that has, like, a brand tattooed on them, they're making them cover it up. I don't think you should be. I get, like, I was so mad when they made it where you couldn't do the dunk celebration for touchdowns.
Yeah.
But I kind of get it because there was, like, legitimate proof that Jimmy Graham was, like, moving the field goal post when he was doing it.
Yeah.
So I get that was, like, to keep things fair because if someone wanted to, they could just jump up and hold on and fucking pull the damn field goal post in a different direction.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Let the dudes express themselves when it comes to, like, what they're wearing. As long as it doesn't say, like, you know.
Anything offensive.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I remember a few years ago, D'Angelo Williams was going to literally dye his hair pink. Not, like, fully pink, like you see some people do. But he was going to put, like, pink highlights in his dreads because his mom has breast cancer. No, they wouldn't let him do it. I can't even think of the goofball's name right now.
Wait.
Goodell. Yeah, Goodell.
Oh.
Goodell wouldn't let him dye his hair pink. His hair.
The NFL would be a lot better if Roger Goodell would just get thrown out.
Well, now they're slowly, getting there. I mean, they're letting them wear whatever cleats they want. And
Well, I think they're having to do that because of NBA making it where you can wear colors that don't match your.
Yeah, you can wear whatever shoes.
Yep.
Well, the NBA just done that last year.
Yeah.
Which was when NFL done the same thing with the cleats.
They did? Okay, I thought that was this year.
No, I may be wrong. I think it was last year when they done it because Odell was getting all those cleats made for him by that one guy and then kind of like stabbed him in the back. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, just I don't know. I mean, like you said, if it's nothing that's offensive, I don't see why they can't wear it.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's something
as long as it's not hateful or would give like a negative
image aspect, anything like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like anything like that. I mean, the dude was wearing a Man of God headband for crying out loud.
I mean, they didn't dare. I mean, it would have been like if they would have fined Tebow for kneeling after he scored touchdowns.
Right. I mean, I don't know. It's just the whole expression thing. It's like you're not allowed to do it. They take away normal everyday human rights, NFL and the NBA are taken away. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. And then, when they stand out against it or they fight back, it's like, everyone's thinking, oh, well, they think they're entitled to wear this and wear that.
Well, speaking of which, did you see the picture he posted?
Mm-mm.
It's him and his whole family wearing the headbands, but each of them have it for whatever gender they are.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, stuff like that. I mean, it's a positive thing. I don't see anything wrong with that, at all. And it's kind of funny. I watched a video on YouTube today about how EA Sports isn't the reason why Madden sucks now. It's literally the NFL's fault. Like all the equipment customizations you could do back in the day, like where you could wear like different types of things. Like I know now you can't put tattoos on your creative player. You can't make a team because the Roger Goodell doesn't want the way that the guy from EA said it was that Roger Goodell doesn't want the Oakland Raiders logo on a pink helmet. Like how in NBA 2K, you can make whatever logo you want and put it on, whatever type of uniform you want. Well, as long as it's not like a dick or... Well, yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, it's got to fit the community guidelines, but the NFL doesn't allow that, and they have to actually go and get with EA and approve all those stupid creative team logos that they have.
Yeah.
The NFL is what's ruining Madden, not EA Sports for all that play the Madden games.
It's not like EA don't have its own problems with the game.
I know. I'm not saying that they don't, because they definitely do. But when you're letting the NFL dictate how you make your game, I mean, because at the same time, it made a good point, because I remember back in the
NCAA, the organization's fault that we don't have NCAA football.
No, exactly. Well, yeah, that and the players.
No. Because when it first came out, EA was like, well, why don't we just put money into their
scholarship?
Yeah, scholarship account. And they're like, no, that's paying players. Even though it would be going into their scholarship account, and it's not like they can't access that money anyway.
But yeah, like I was saying, I remember playing Madden back in the day, and you could hit stick somebody, and like if you were the running back, I remember sometimes running a play, hitting a guy, trucking a guy, and my helmet would pop off, and I would run to the end zone with my helmet off. Well, since this whole, concussion and helmet issue of late, you're never going to see that again.
Well, I can kind of understand that a little more.
But I mean, let's be honest. Yeah. Seeing a dude's helmet fly off in a video game, pretty badass.
Oh, that.
I mean, it is in real life too, but I mean, if the dude gets hurt, I mean, it's still a badass hit.
You can still do shit like what we did in NCAA 14, where you tackled me when I was there in Murray, and you made me do a flip on my neck, and his neck went completely 90 degrees.
That stuff is also pretty unrealistic.
But while we're on sports, I just want to bring this up because this is one of the funniest things I've seen. Apparently, there's an Instagram account called LaRaff James, and they took all the pictures of LeBron James and make him an animated giraffe.
That's pretty sweet. I'll have to look into that later and see what I can find on there and see how funny it would be. See how funny everything is. But yeah, I mean, while we're on the topic, I mean, the state of video games as far as sports are just failing, in my honest opinion. I mean...
Wait, say again, sorry.
That sports games are failing. They're on a rapid decline. I mean, because you got to look at it this way. I mean...
I can say that for some sports.
EA had to revamp NBA Live. Like, there wasn't even an NBA Live for a few years. They had to quit.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's going to be one this year either.
Well, I mean, that's fine because I'm sure the games probably suck. And
well, apparently the last two are better, or the best two basketball games since 2K14. NBA Live 18 and 19 are apparently very good.
Well, I mean, when you look at 2K and their like create a player thing or their story mode, the stories suck.
I will say this year the story is very short.
Well, they're all short.
The new create a player, like the new like thing they use to do it, is one of the best they've ever done.
Is it better than last year's?
Yes.
2K19 was pretty dumb.
Not the face scan, if that's what
I haven't used face scan has never worked for me.
The way you actually make your player.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, because last year it was you walking down.
It gives you arch tops, and then you can break it down. You can literally change your player to the very minute things of whatever type of player you want him to be.
You have a physical copy or digital?
I have physical.
Borrow it sometime.
I will.
Let me get a feel for it, and I'll actually play it. It won't sit here and rot like it will if you let my fiance play a video game.
Oof, big shot.
But like I was saying, I mean, 2K's story, like the actual story of the career mode, they've just been terrible. I mean,
I mean, I get that. But it's also hard to make a story for something like that last. I would feel like.
Well, I don't have a problem with. I mean, I would like for the story to last the entire career. I get it. That's going to take more than a year to develop a game for that.
Yeah.
I would assume so. But, like, I mean, you got to think of certain things when it comes to making these story modes. Like, what was it? 2K 16, maybe 17, where if you're white, you are in a black family with a black twin sister.
No. But didn't that was a Spike Lee one?
Yes, but still.
But that carried on to the next year. Like that was a game that had like the next game a story I thought carried.
No, I don't think so.
Or maybe just some of the characters carry over.
Some of the characters have carried over. No, that was 18 carried over into 19. ATM and them they might have carried over from there too, but no, 18 was the kid named DJ who played in the parks or whatever and something like that. But still, I mean, you got to look at it that way. I mean, I get it. The NBA is predominantly African American, but don't make your video game character I don't want to say it without sounding bad, but it just doesn't make sense.
Here's how you can do it. Like, just make a second skin for everything. Like, there should be an easy thing to where you can just make a second.
Well, not even just a second. I mean, multiple.
Well,
Asian people play the game. Hispanics play the game. It's not just black and white.
One for the major, like, white, black, Asian, Hispanic. Because, I mean, that would basically cover most of it. I mean, I don't know how many, like, Indian, like, not Native American, but, like, Indians.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, but, like I said, I mean, it was awkward getting the game. I mean, because that one had the prelude, so that was when the first prelude started, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Was it not?
No, prelude was last year's.
No, they've had a prelude for the last few years.
Well, last year the story was literally called Prelude.
Oh, that's weird. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Dude, I have it.
Yeah, because you start out in the China League.
Yeah, but the prelude is what you download before the game actually comes out. It's the demo. Like you can start the story mode on that, and then when you actually get the game, it just picks up from there.
Oh, okay, got you.
I don't remember which one.
I thought it was just called Prelude too for last year.
No, but they've had the prelude I think since 16 or 17 one. I remember the first prelude was you played all the college games, if I'm not mistaken. You just started off going to college. That might have been Freak or whichever one it was. I don't know. That too. Quit giving my character a predetermined nickname because you can never get rid of it.
It's like that in this one too, but you can actually change it, but I don't know if it will change the voiceover.
You can change the nickname, but like...
Because the one for 20 is Che.
Of course. Like when Freak came out in 2K17. Which you could change the nickname, but they still called you Freak during, like the announcers would... So,
I don't mind it when it's something like that, But don't make it like with this one, like Che. I feel like it's so specific. Like it sounds like an abbreviation of someone's name.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's like last year was AI,
Which was stupid.
and
Like,
the year whatever. But
the year before was DJ and then Freak. But
the ones like that just seem like they could be anybody's nickname, so they don't bother me as much. But you know what I think sports games need to look at? Which is the one sports franchise, as far as video games, that I think is actually doing very well, and they realize what they can do to fix it, is FIFA. They added Street back into FIFA this year.
what do you mean by street?
You remember the Street games, like NBA Street,
Yeah.
NFL Street, FIFA Street? They added Street back into the main FIFA game.
Oh, nice.
It's called like Vlog Games or something, but it's straight up FIFA Street.
Yeah, no,
Add Street back to the main games.
It's been a long time since I played that, but that's not just gonna fix everything. I mean, it's a good start. I'm sure sales would skyrocket if you announced that, but
or this is what I would really prefer for like NFL and like the NBA games, which I know 2K will never do it, but I think EA might. Go 1 year, have like start on like Madden 20. You won't have Madden 20 again until Madden 22. For next year, do Madden Street.
no, you mean take a break just from like the actual Maddens?
Yeah, and then for just make a roster update for the main game, and then put out Street for the other
That's
year.
really all a new game is anyway. Is just a roster update. I mean, you just when you update, like say if I update 19, I mean all I'm gonna have is just a computer generated, roster.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really all it is. They just capitalize on selling it for 60 something bucks,
and that's why I think people would be way more open to it if you did like Madden 1 year, Street 1 year, Madden 1 year, Street.
yeah. Because I mean, look at it this way. I haven't played a WWE 2K game in a few years because they don't change anything.
Well, apparently 19 was amazing.
No.
That's what
I've seen the
everyone has told
gameplay.
me.
I mean, I watched the story. It's the same old, same old stuff and whatnot. I mean, it's just like Call of Duty. I mean, all those games like that are just, I wouldn't even really say a revamp of the old game. It's just they add in different things to make a few people happy, but they're not really reaching out to make everybody happy. I mean, because what's the main thing, people do, with Madden? They either play the career or they're playing Ultimate Team.
Yeah.
So,
Which Ultimate Team's my favorite part of any of them.
Ultimate Team's already fine. There's nothing they can do to make Ultimate Team better.
There is. Make the packs cheaper.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, there's that. I mean, heck, they can just make the games cheaper, but, that's not going to happen. But when those are your two biggest things, and that's for any game, I mean, because a lot of people do, the Pro-Am for NBA, Ultimate Team for Madden, and then, you got the career modes. Those two should be your main selling points, which they already are. So those should be the things that they really look to beef up.
Yeah.
And
I will say this. I don't know if this was in the other games for like 2K19 and stuff because I didn't play them when they launched. In the My Park and this one, they added a lot more stuff to do. So like you can, like when you're in My Park, you can go and play disc golf in just the game.
That's pretty neat.
And I know you could always like play like 2K, like old 2K in your,
old school 2K
in your apartment.
Yeah.
But I think they should add more stuff like that. I mean, I know it wouldn't do much, but it would be cooler, like, if you make it more of a like you have more mini games in that game.
Yeah, definitely.
So you don't, like, say when you want to play with your friends, you don't just have to play basketball. You can play.
You can dick off and do these other, like I said, mini games and whatever.
Yeah.
But like I said, my biggest gripe with those are just the damn career modes. I don't know how Madden is because I haven't done a Madden career mode in a while.
You're straight up it's a QB.
Yeah, I've seen that, but I don't what was their career mode for 19?
I don't know. I haven't had a
I haven't had 19. I didn't get 19.
17.
I had 18, and I couldn't tell you what the career mode on it was. I don't think there was one.
Well, I'll say this: I know that Madden really. There's been a few few minor changes as far as the mechanics go, but there hasn't been a major change to the mechanics since 16 when they added the dynamic catch.
Yeah,
which completely
it's terrible.
I love that. I think it completely changed the game when it came out, though.
It did, but the catching in Madden is terrible because if you go up to grab it, and so does the defensive back, if it gets tipped, that thing is easily going to get intercepted because it's just get tipped up in the air.
Well, that's why I think people that don't like if you know you can catch the ball and keep running, then do that one. But if you don't do the dynamic catch, you're an idiot.
Yeah, but no, 18 did have a story mode. Now that I'm thinking about it, you were the what was it? You were the quarterback from Texas. With what's his name? He went to Texas and he had a bad game or something like that. His dad died or something, then he doesn't get drafted or something like that. And then you continue his career in Ultimate Team. It just, I don't know. I don't like the preset story modes like that.
Well, because I don't think you can do anything but that.
No, that's not exactly true. Look at how. 2Ks was great back in the day. You didn't go to college, of course. You just put yourself in there. You get drafted. You do the summer league stuff or whatever, the workouts. You get drafted. You go to summer league. You work your way up, and you go from there. I don't need to go play my high school basketball games and try to get recruited to college. I don't need all that. I just want to make it to the pros.
I don't know. I want that more.
Don't get me wrong. It was cool whenever they first brought it out, but at the same time, it's it's pointless to play a 2-minute quarter high school game.
No, I do agree with that.
And then you can't dominate unless you keep the ball the entire game because you suck.
Yeah.
It's just high school. You're garbage. And then you go off to college, and it's the same thing, and they keep telling you your draft stock is terrible because you don't pass the ball, and then when you pass the ball, your draft stock's terrible because you didn't score enough points. I don't know. I just think there's a lot that for sports games that they're going to have to change here.
I'll just be honest. That's why I haven't really played many sports games in a long time. I let Kyle buy them, and I'll just play him when he's done with them because I'd rather play a game that's fully devoted to story. And
yeah, not only that, I don't know, I like shooter games, even though I'm not entirely great. I'll still get on there and, finish top 5 in Fortnite and not care. I'll get pissed if I finish second, but at the same time, I don't take all the time in the world to learn how to build, so I'm a run and gun type of person. I'm the same way in Call of Duty. And I love those games a lot. I haven't played Fortnite in about a week or two, but it's still a good game. Do they still have the Batman pack on there?
I'm not sure how long it was in.
It's probably going to get taken off before I can get it. Guarantee it.
Yeah, maybe. People want to shit on Fortnite, but I also get exactly why it blew up the way it did. It's the only shooter I've played consistently for over a year.
Yeah,
my entire life.
It's one that anybody can get good at. You don't have to be. Yeah, there's probably ants right there.
No, it was definitely a spider.
Oh, another spider on set. But like I said, Fortnite was one where you didn't have to be this great. You didn't have to be ninja to get a win or to be successful at it. You could, just take the time to build your mechanics and, you're going to be okay.
I wish, and I know a lot of people that do play I've not played Fortnite in 3 months, so I'm not really the person to say anything about this, but I would like. I love the game so much more before they made that update to Build Pro.
Yeah.
Because if you just semi knew how to build, like just basic,
You were good.
yeah.
And then Build Pro.
But then Build Pro came out, and every jackass kid started building a tower fucking 10 feet high, and I can't build that fast. So
Yeah. Well, that's how my nephew is. Like, if he plays and then I go play, it's on Builder Pro. So I'm over here trying to build, and I'm pressing the buttons to build, and I'm just like, what is going on?
I know Build Pro is built to make it faster to build. I just don't like the setup that way.
Well, it's confusing. To me, it's confusing because I don't
too.
know how to use it. So I just keep it on Combat Pro and get my aim assist, on point. But no, I haven't played Fortnite in a while either. And I mean, a lot of people loved it and a lot of people hated it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I work at GameStop. It is by far the most hated game. Out of every game, that's the one that everyone in that store basically hates.
I mean,
But it's not even because the game's bad, and a lot of my coworkers have said that. It's like it's the culture it brings, the kids doing the dumb dances.
Yeah, I had too much hype with it. I mean, because it's like that one video that I think you tagged me in. That kid was watching Drop It Like It's Hot, and he goes, "Oh, Fortnite," and it's like, "No, sorry, son, you done fucked up."
Yeah. That's all. Like, I'll just go ahead and talk about this because they're about to come out. I'm so excited for Death Stranding and Star Wars: The Fallen Order because Death Stranding, I don't know what the fuck that game's gonna be.
Is that the one with the PS4 that's coming out with its own PS4?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that has Norman Reedus.
Yeah. I don't either. I don't play video games as much as I used to, but I like the games that the entire game is built around a story, like GTA 5. I mean, yeah, it's got online and it's got where you can just roam around, but the story is going to take you...
Oh, I love the story in GTA 5.
Yeah, the story's going to take you quite a while to finish before you can even really play the game.
God of War 2018. That's one of the first stories that ever made me cry.
Yeah, I've watched you play that plenty of times. Granted, I was drunk and wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, but you're like, this shit's cool because I was fucking throwing the axe.
Well, the graphics, I mean,
yeah.
Dude, graphics are amazing nowadays. I mean, see, I still play damn NCAA 14.
Oh, you want to talk about something crazy? Apparently, because the PS5 got they officially announced the specs and stuff for it.
Yeah.
They're using some type of disc that holds 130 gigs on it, which is
for memory.
Yes. And right now, Blu-rays can only hold 80 gigs. So I want to know what they're using because that's a huge amount of storage space on a disc, and you don't have to download the whole game to your system for the 5. Like it's going to be like where if you just want to download the like offline parts, and not download the online parts, or but you can still play them. It's just they won't.
Well, so that's one thing that I hate about the games nowadays are, when you pop them in, it's got to automatically download it onto your system, and you don't get if you have sucky internet, you don't get to play for hours. Or an entire night or entire day.
Me.
Yeah, I don't remember what game it was we all bought and you weren't able to play it.
It took me a day and a half to download 2K20.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous the amount of memory that these games are having. Like
Red Dead was 121 gigs or something.
What was Arkham Knight? Arkham Knight was a lot. I remember that.
Well, I know mine for Arkham Knight's like 86 gigs, but that's because I have all the DLC too.
Yeah. Well, I know that.
Oh, well, you do too.
Yeah.
So that's why yours is so big.
Yeah, but I remember when they said, well, this is only coming out on Xbox One and PS4 because they can hold everything. And I'm like, whoa, what do you mean? And then, they finally went on and said, well, this is the map. It's going to be the biggest map that we've ever had. The Batmobile alone in that game was
that could be a full game in and of itself.
Yeah, was enough. Like what I'm trying to say is what they said. The Batmobile itself was enough to completely fill up the Xbox 360 and the PS3.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can see what you're meaning by these disc things. I mean, it's crazy, and that game was good.
Yeah, that's the game that got me buy a PS4.
No, you had already had PS4.
Nope. I bought the bundle.
Did you?
Yep.
I don't remember.
And me and Josh bought it for your birthday.
Yeah, when it came out.
We split the pre-order and gave it to you.
I mean, it was I beat it in one night. The story, not the entire game. The entire game, no. But the story mode I beat, and the night that I went and picked it up, I beat it that night. Was I in college?
No. You beat it the next day because remember they wouldn't give it to you that night because I had to go pick it up.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, I had to wait till the next day. But either way,
so that makes a little more sense.
It still took me a day to beat it.
Yeah.
But they just, in my opinion, they don't make games like that.
Whoa.
Stories like that.
Red Dead 2.
But I couldn't get into it. I mean,
I'll agree. Like I took when did I let y'all borrow the game? Like February?
Maybe. I don't know.
I didn't beat the story. The game came out in late October, basically November.
Yeah.
Yeah, I let y'all borrow it in February, I think, because it was like right after my birthday. I didn't beat it in 2 months because it just felt so simulation heavy, and I had to take a break. That's why I let y'all borrow it, and y'all have had it till last week.
Yeah.
And y'all only played the beginning, and y'all basically said...
It wasn't y'all, it was her, it wasn't me.
But, you said you tried to play it, and you said it was too...
Yeah, it just... I don't know.
They made the game too realistic.
Yeah, it's like...
Although, funny thing, in the cold weather, your horse's ball strength.
Huh. I didn't play it enough to see that.
Oh, I only know that because it was everywhere on my YouTube feed when the game came out.
Of course it was. But, yeah, like... I don't know. I mean, the story in that game was just fantastic. I mean, heck, they had to... Well, no, the comic was out before the game came out.
It led up to
it led up to the game. But, I mean, when you make a video game based on, like, one comic series is pretty cool, and it gives it more of a... I mean, everybody knew who...
Batman.
what was his name?
Which one?
Arkham Knight. Everyone knew
Jason Todd.
Yeah, everyone knew who Arkham Knight was.
See, that's the biggest problem with the Arkham Knight game is that, like, before the game ever came out, everyone's like, oh, it's Jason Todd. And they're like, no, it's not. It's a completely new character.
No, we're not stupid.
No, yeah, we're not fucking stupid. It's clearly Jason Todd.
Yeah. I mean, and not only that, I remember how pissed off I got whenever Joker pops up.
Oh,
like I almost shut the game off.
No, it's so great.
It is great
because the fact that they hid that for a year in marketing.
Well, it's not only that. I mean, because like you have Arkham Origins. He was the surprise. He was and that pissed me off.
I love Arkham Origins, but Arkham Origins honestly might be one of my favorite games.
It's a badass game.
And everyone bitches about Arkham not having enough boss fights. It's like Arkham Origins is all boss fights.
Yeah,
and I bitched about that too.
It's all boss fights.
And
the Arkham games in general are fantastic.
Did you see that they teased another one on Batman Day?
Did they?
Well,
when was Batman Day?
September 27th or 28th.
Damn, I call myself a fan. Braves lost.
Of course they did. What was the final score?
13-1.
Damn. There goes my hopes.
Right, mine too.
Yeah, they teased out a video for Batman Day, and it was just a building with the bat signal projected on it, and it was like a 15-second clip, or maybe 20, but random flashes happened in the middle of them.
Yeah.
In the middle of the thing, there was 3 different flashes, and they showed 3 different logos. And one of them, everyone's pretty sure is a League of Assassins. One of them is a Court of Owls, and they don't know what the first one is. But everyone wasn't sure at first, and then Scott Snyder, the guy that created the Court of Owls, the comic creator, he was like, Court of Owls is here, everybody, with that video. So
maybe it'd be nice
at the Game Awards. WB might be announcing 2 games, because I don't know if I ever showed you, but last year there was a Harry Potter game that leaked.
Yeah,
the footage is too good for it not to be real.
Hope I picked that up.
Yeah, it's like too good for it not to be real. Like, it looks so realistic.
I think that might be it.
And everyone thinks that Rocksteady, the people that made Not, that might be what they're working on.
That'd be nice.
And because WB Montreal is definitely the ones working on the other Batman game.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean,
I wanted a good, like, original story. And it's going to be original story if it is, like, the Harry Potter game.
Yeah.
It's going to be set around the time that Dumbledore was at school. So late 1900s?
Yeah.
Or late 1800s, sorry.
Damn. Yeah, like I said, it'd definitely be nice. But, yeah, whenever he pops out in the gas chamber, I was so pissed. Even though, he was hallucinating because... Well, not only that...
He wasn't really hallucinating. Like, it was actually happened, but it was in his head.
Yeah, that's what... Well, that's what I'm saying. He was hallucinating because that's what hallucinations are. It's in your head.
But I mean, it was building up to him actually turning into the Joker.
It was a nice twist. It was a very nice twist.
And like Mark Hamill, like just as the Joker, like literally giving you shit the whole fucking game is the greatest thing ever, because he's just like, oh, is this it, Brucey? Yeah. Is this when you turn? Yeah. Is this when you snap? I'm about to take over, and you know it's true. And then you get that final scene of Joker where he loses it. You go through and just kill all the villains. You get in the Batmobile, run over the Bat family, and then all of a sudden, like you think Joker's in control, and he starts freaking out and hallucinating Batman everywhere. Yeah. And then Bruce locks him in the statues. Yeah.
And then he puts him in his cell and he gets rid of him forever. Yeah. Like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, just that kind of story, because that's legit. Like, that shit happens to people. Like, they make these, like Street Fighter. Not Street Fighter. Fight Club. What the fuck was I thinking? Street Fighter. Yeah. Fight Club, man. It was all in the dude's head.
That was like, I know a lot of people think that movie's overrated now because you had all these dude bros that made their entire life based around that movie. But like, holy shit, that movie is like just so crazy. The fact that at the end you just find out it's like, oh. And all these people decided to follow him for some reason, even though he was fighting with himself at parts. And he was mentally projecting himself out of his body, even when he was Tyler Durden. He was seeing himself. I can't remember what the main character's name is.
I don't know.
Well, Ed Norton's character. I can't think of his name.
I can't think of it right now.
But the part where he has sex with Bellatrix, where he's Tyler, he mentally projects himself listening to it. That shit's so fucking weird when you think about it.
Yeah, but while we're on the subject, what's your favorite video game? Like, overall.
Favorite video game?
Yeah, like overall, hands down, go-to video game.
Either Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a PS4 game, or God of War 2018. Favorite series is definitely either Pokemon or Kingdom Hearts.
Okay. What's your favorite sports game?
NBA Street Volume 2.
NBA Street, that is.
Or do you count skateboard games?
Well, duh, it's a sport.
Okay, Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
Dude, that game was fantastic on the fucking Game Boy Advance.
Give us back Tony Hawk's Underground, even if it's shitty. I mean, not as shitty as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 or whatever the fuck, but just give us Underground 3.
Yeah, that would be nice. But yeah, I mean,
Underground 2, you get to play as fucking Bigfoot if you unlock him.
Yeah, I played those on the Game Boy Advance, the SP. Yeah. Wasn't that the one that was
the silver one that flipped over?
Yep. No, not that one. No, the
oh yeah,
that was the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, the SP was the one that
flipped.
Was
the clamshell.
Yeah. What was the one? What's that? That's the DS. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, so no. It might have been on the SP. Oh, no, it was either on the Advance or the SP. I don't remember. You know how fucking long ago that was?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
We have come far from that. I mean,
Yeah, I remember.
your handheld game now is a Switch, which, I mean, I haven't played on one, so I don't know.
They're pretty good.
My nephew has one.
Kyle has one.
And then he has the nunchucks, as I call them.
The Joy-Cons?
Yeah, whatever it is. But I'm going to go with my favorite sports game first. Best game ever for a sport, hands down, NBA 2K11.
I thought everyone said it was 14.
No.
Well, okay, then I guess 14 was the...
12 is the one, or 11 is the one where Michael Jordan first was on the cover. And then he was on it again for 13, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I also know a lot of people say
13, 12.
I know 11 and 14 are the ones that everyone says are like the best
11, in
ones.
my honest opinion, best one. My player... Get you Jamal Crawford's jump shot. You can shoot 100% for threes in a game. Kid you not. They had it. I remember when it first come out. It was so easy to score on the fast break that they had to patch it. Because literally all you had to do is run down there, spam the pass button, they'd pass it to you, and you could score down 40 a game. No problem. More if you wanted to. My favorite overall game... Oh, dude, it's Modern Warfare 2. I mean, come on. And a lot of people are probably going to be like, no, World at War, the one that first had zombies.
I can't remember.
But...
Well, I didn't play... see, that's my problem with a lot of sports games is I didn't play any of them until... Black Ops 2 was the first one I played.
You said sports games.
Shooting games, sorry. I didn't play any of them until Black Ops 2.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I played Call of Duty 4. I think I did play, but not online or anything.
Yeah, I kind of lied. My tie for overall favorite is Modern Warfare 2 or the original Black Ops. I mean, that one, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, is that was the best
original Black Ops.
Yeah, the best zombies.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, that one.
Are you gonna get Modern Warfare?
I don't know, because I mean, Call of Duty's just kind of went downhill for me these last few years.
Then apparently, from what everyone's saying, the new Modern Warfare actually.
I haven't seen any like trailers or anything on it. I'd have to like look into it and see. But what in the world?
But yeah, I mean,
that's bad.
Yeah.
No, but like I didn't get the last one because they were just trying to capitalize on the what's it called? The battle royale concept.
Yeah. Which apparently,
I mean, I've seen gameplay of it. It's pretty cool. You know, they had their own section, like a little section for Nuketown and stuff like that.
They took every map and made it into one giant map.
Oh, I know. Well, not every map. They took the favorite maps.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But apparently when Blackout first came out, before they put that update out, Blackout was amazing.
I didn't play it because, like I said, I wasn't a big fan of... Oh, I mean, that was when Battle Royale was at its biggest.
Yeah.
I mean, because you had PUBG and
it
Fortnite.
was literally this time last year.
Yeah, and then you had a whole bunch of, like, knockoff Battle Royale games. I guess let's start with whatever questions we had. We only had, like, what, 3?
Yeah, I'll go with Joel's first. First, he said, what happened to the Braves, but I don't really want to talk about that.
Well, it's like I said, I mean...
Hold on, I'll go ahead and say this. Everyone knew the Braves' biggest problem is pitching. They gave up 10 runs in the first inning, so...
Yeah, but it's like I said, I mean, they did what Georgia teams do. They blew it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no better way to put it. I don't know what it is with Georgia teams when it comes to the bigger games. They just, I don't know if they're cursed or what. I mean, because when you look at the Braves, I mean, that's what they're known for, not choking. But, well, here in these last few years they are. But in the 90s and the early 2000s, they owned the National League.
But even then, they still...
Well, yeah, I mean, they had their struggles.
But they couldn't ever make it past the divisional round.
Yeah.
Or not the divisional.
They couldn't make it past the NLCS. They couldn't make it
Yeah.
to the World Series. But, I mean, heck, they won it in 96.
Yeah, 95.
What the fuck ever.
It was the year I was born. I gotta, no, it's gotta be right. The year I was born. 95. Joel did have a legitimate question, though. Our opinion on AEW versus WWE. And we probably should have started this earlier, so I feel like this might take a few minutes. I'll say this.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Go into hell because I did not watch AEW last week.
I did, so you go ahead because I'm very opinionated on this.
WWE, and I think it's going to happen. Vince is going to have to step down. They're possibly bringing CM Punk in for stories and stuff, or to help write.
I've actually got news on that.
And you cannot have your main event with your first big fight with one of the coolest characters we've seen in years end with a no contest like that. If they were going to do that, they should have had someone else get involved and, one, knock the ref out, two, beat both of them until they could not move. You cannot have it end on a no DQ or on a. It was a DQ.
It was a disqualification inside of Hell in a Cell, which cannot happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're going to have it where there's no contest like that in a Hell in a Cell, make someone else get involved, beat the ref, and then beat both of them till they can't stand up. Do not have it end on a disqualification.
You're right. Here's my thought process.
Oh, also, fuck Brock Lesnar once he got the belt again. Oh, Cain Velasquez is going to beat his fucking ass. I want to see Cain Velasquez fat ass with the damn WWE Championship because that'll be fucking awesome. Especially if he beats the shit out of Brock because it looked like he was about to throw legitimate punches the other night.
That's funny.
But,
and I mean, AEW, I like a lot of the wrestlers. It's just we were recording, sorry. I don't watch TV.
Me either. I've been a wrestling fan since I was a little kid.
Oh, I mean, both of us have.
I mean, a lot of people have. But the WWE, ever since they decided to move to this PG era that they're in, that's when the decline started. I mean, when you force feed the fans certain wrestlers that they're obviously not for, like Roman Reigns, like we touched on the other day, and Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Not only that,
I think that actually started when they.
Well, no, it started with John Cena in the PG era. That's what I'm meaning.
The thing is, I feel like just covering this. If Edge had never had to retire, I feel like we might not be having this conversation necessarily. Because Edge had what, 11 title runs when he had to retire?
Something like that.
He had more than Cena.
Something like
Yeah, no, he did. I saw a video talking about it the other day. He had one or two more than Cena at that time. As far as major titles.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Everyone knows if Ric Flair's record is going to get broken, it's going to be by John Cena.
Well, now,
that's a given in general. I mean, the dude does too much for the business for them.
But at that
him.
time, I don't know. I feel like if Edge had never had to retire, he.
Well, either way, I still think WWE would suck. I mean, their storylines are terrible. They don't make sense. Like the fact that Brazzers had to go out and tweet WWE and said, "Hey, if you need help writing the storyline between Bobby Trashley and Lana, we'll be more than happy to help because they already know it's going to be bad." But just stuff like that, like you said, to book a match that has no disqualifications for it to end in a disqualification makes absolute zero sense.
That's what I'm saying. If you had just got someone else involved, I don't think people would be bitching
That's the way to end it on a no contest, is to have somebody come in
and just beat the living shit out of both of them.
Raise hell, praise Dale. I watched a little bit of AEW. I'm missing it right now. That's fine. Actually, no, that was last.
No, today's Wednesday.
Oh yeah, today is Wednesday. My bad. I can watch it at 10 o'clock when it comes back on, and it was good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's something fresh, which a lot of people were wanting it, or were wanting to happen it to be fresh. I mean, it's new wrestlers on TV. If you've been following anyone from the Indies or New Japan, this is what you're getting. It's not the kind of stuff that you're used to seeing with WWE. I mean, you got wrestlers like Chris Jericho, who's been in the WWE his entire career outside of when he was with WCW. But you have arguably the greatest wrestler right now in Kenny Omega, on a rival program.
Arguably, I would say that, oh my God, Chris Jericho is the greatest wrestler of all time.
He definitely revamped his character. And
he's one of the only people that's been able to stay relevant for
20-something years, yeah, since the 90s.
Yeah.
And he's going to continue to stay relevant. I think that
he's the only 50-year-old I'm okay with wrestling. And he's not 50. He's only like 40.
He's 40-something.
Yeah.
But I think that with AEW finally coming, Joel, I think that it's going to only make WWE better.
Yes.
I mean,
look what WCW. I mean, the Monday Night Wars.
Right, and right now it's the Wednesday Night Wars because you have NXT,
which is their best program,
which failed in the ratings last week.
But apparently, I talked to people that watched it, and they were like, NXT's show was way better than AEW's show.
Well, NXT's show is better than Raw, and that's their flagship program.
SmackDown's going to be better than Raw.
Yeah, well, they had the draft last night, but I didn't watch anything on it. I don't watch TV, so yeah, they're doing a draft, and then well, no, not last night, because last night was
Monday night.
They done it Friday. Then they started it Friday on SmackDown. They finished it Monday. Is what I'm assuming happened. Anyways. I think that it'll just bring good things to WWE. I think it'll finally make them feel like, hey, we actually have competition.
Well, that and the fact that they're actually reaching out to people that they piss the fuck off, and he is legitimately thinking about taking a creative job. And if you don't know what I'm talking about CM Punk.
Oh yeah, well, actually no, he's not being hired by WWE. He's being hired by Fox because SmackDown is getting their own actual talk show. That's going to air on the Fox network.
That's even better.
So that's what he's going to be doing. He was approached by Fox, by WWE.
That's even better.
So
he's going to be an announcer?
No,
or like a talk show?
Fox is having like their own ESPN thing for WWE for SmackDown. And that's what he's going to be doing.
But what I'm saying is
he's going to be.
That's even better because you're getting him to talk. And
yes,
that's
he already said that he doesn't want to wrestle.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't be mad with him in a creative role. But him talking, like, go watch the fucking VOTS he announced. It's the best shit. It's fucking amazing.
Well, his commentary is pretty good.
Yeah.
Hope that answers your question, Joel. We can actually go more into detail on it when we have you on the show.
Yeah, that's something we can have you on the show for.
So whenever you're ready, we can go into more discussion about this and get your, of course, your valued opinion. But yeah, just let us know. And like I said, hope that answered your question. Next one.
This isn't a question. I kind of meant to do this at the beginning of the show. Sorry I waited so long. Bryce just wanted a shout out. He didn't have a question. So there you go, Bryce. You got your shout out.
Bryce, I have a question for you. What's Auburn? What's their plan?
I will say this. I said from the very beginning I didn't think Bo Nix was that impressive. And I said that we were going to lose. I said Florida would lose to Auburn.
Well, I mean, it's Auburn. They can still shock us. I mean, you never know.
That's very
true. Their season's definitely not over yet. If anything's proven in the SEC, one loss means nothing.
Yep.
So
hell, they might do what they did that one year and beat Auburn and Georgia or Alabama, Georgia back to back.
Yeah, it's possible. So, hey Bryce, congratulations on a boy, not born yet, but they announced the
Fisher.
gender. Huh?
Fisher.
Yeah, Fisher is his name.
Fisher Vance.
Congratulations on that, brother. We love you here, and hope to hear and see from you soon. Next question.
The next question comes from some Tennessee fan named Celie Bassam. Where do y'all see yourselves in 5 years?
Well, I guess I'll answer this question first.
Yeah.
Of course.
Because I feel like that's the most obvious answer.
Of course, I'll be married to you, honey. Love you.
Hopefully you won't be a Tennessee fan.
I will never be a Tennessee fan.
No, I said hopefully she.
Oh, her?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's our answer, not hers. Hopefully our dog will be trained and more respectful by then. And me, of course, I see myself behind this microphone, still busting ass during the week on your off day. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more successful then.
Yeah.
Have a bigger following. That's definitely one thing to look forward to. And I'm hoping as well that I'll probably be more higher up in the job that I'm in now. I mean, I was told the other day that that's the plan for me is to continue to move up and eventually have my own store and then go from there. So
hell yeah, dude.
that's always a plus. So hopefully in 5 years my career has settled and that's where I'm at.
Yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat. I've only got like I never understood people freaking out in their 20s, but I'm there. Like I don't know what the fuck I want to do anymore.
I feel
dude,
you. Dude,
I'm almost 25. I'm at the point that one of our friends told us a few years ago when he started freaking out and he finally started getting his shit together. But like I just don't know what I want to do. So there's no sense in me pushing myself into something.
Yeah.
If this podcast takes off, then
honestly,
that's what would be awesome. But other than that, like if not, I want to move somewhere where I can be a bartender. Probably. I mean, that's still my plan, I guess.
Well, I will tell you this: I do want to own a bar.
Me too.
So if I ever own a bar,
I have
you
an
can
idea.
be my bartender.
I have a great idea for a bar, but
that's a lot of work.
It is
Into opening something like that.
We'll just hopefully the podcast will kick off and just hire Gordon Ramsay to help us run it.
Right.
Fucking raw.
I mean, yeah.
And if the podcast does take off, then a studio would be
fantastic. Honestly, if this thing did take off and I made a decent living off of it, I'd focus my entire life on that.
Yeah, I mean,
and
honestly, if this did take off, I think that both of us would still do the podcast, but then we'd probably do
other things,
our own channels, so we could do vlogs and stuff. Because there's a lot of stuff we like to do that we can't do in a podcast format. Like I hike quite a bit.
I like hiking. I just never get invited.
Well, because I was doing it right when I got off work.
But
and like we mentioned before, we both kind of collect stuff. I collect way more, but shoes and stuff, like to actually be able to go and like, I'd like to do shoe vlogs and stuff. A little, not a lot.
He better record coming to buy a pair of shoes from me. Maybe not, but probably.
If he still works there. But like, I mean, I would love just to get this show off, like, my hobbies.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean...
And with a studio, we would get to show off some of that stuff, because I feel like we have enough stuff of our own to just put in the studio.
Right. I'm not for sure if it made it into an episode yet, but I guess you could call it a role model, or my reason for doing this is Pat McAfee.
No, I think that was in the episode we didn't air.
Okay, well, it might have been, but really, was it? Because that's when I went off, and Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Yeah, because I said we want to be fat bearded Joe Rogans.
Yeah, Pat McAfee
Smoking weed with
just smoking weed.
no, well, no. Who did he smoke weed with? The really smart guy.
Elon Musk.
Yeah. When Elon Musk was like, "Is this legal?"
Yeah, but Pat McAfee was a punter for the Colts, and when he retired, he got with Barstool Sports and started a podcast. And then, of course, was let go by them and started his own a little over a year ago. And now he's broadcasting football games Thursday nights for college. He's working. This guy literally is in, if I'm not mistaken, he's in New York Monday to Wednesday, and then from like flying back and forth from there to Indianapolis. In New York, he's recording shows for DAZN and Westwood One, and then he goes, like I said, he flies back and forth to Indianapolis. That's where he's from. Then on Wednesday, he's recording literally in a box truck before he goes and flies back to New York on Thursday morning for his show with DAZN. Then once he's finished there, he gets on a flight, goes to wherever his game is at that he has the broadcast, flies back to Indy, flies back to New York, and all this. I mean, I'm not saying I'd like to do all of
travel,
that, but I mean, getting like a broadcast, not even a broadcast gig, but
like
a little
Paul
talk show.
Bomb.
Yeah, a little talk show by somebody would be legit. I mean, because we could basically do this, just we wouldn't be allowed to cuss or anything like that, which I'm fine with. I mean, we really don't let things fly anyway.
Not
all the time.
No.
You haven't seen me full rant, but I'm sure sometime soon you will.
Depending on who you are, you might have.
Yeah, but I'm talking about on the mic.
Oh yeah,
I haven't went off full rant, but things like that is just things that you can look forward to and hope for. Like I said, I'm not saying it won't happen, but I'm not saying it will. I mean, it could be nice if it did, but I'm not gonna get upset if something like that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, just making it big on YouTube and Spotify is enough to put some decent money in your pocket.
And we're not saying we're doing this just for money. It's fun.
No, I'm not making money now, and we've been doing it for what, 2 weeks straight, 3 weeks straight.
Yeah.
And I'm not making any money off of it yet, so
it's just fun. Like this is basically what we used to do. Like we used to just sit and talking bullshit.
Now we're just recording it.
Yeah, like there's some funny ass shit we have said in the past. It's not recorded, but.
Yeah, this is true. Which we really can't do here because it's just random stuff, and we don't want to sit here or we don't want you to sit there and be like, "What the hell am I listening to this for an hour and some change?" When I don't even know what the hell I'm listening to. I'm just listening to two people ramble and
I mean, I know
talk about this and that.
Kind of like that right now, but.
Yeah, we're still working out the kinks. So yeah.
And like he said his two biggest or his biggest things for this, like doing something like this. Mine, there's a YouTube channel that they post podcasts, and they mostly focus on TVs and movies. But when they get off topic, because they're from New York, they'll get off topic and start talking about sports, and it's so funny. So that they're one of my big influences, and the name of that channel is Nerd Soup. But the other one would probably be Paul Feinbaum, because dude is like, and even to a lesser extent, Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. Those guys, they just like. I mean, obviously we don't argue like Skip and Stephen A.
We couldn't do a sound off like them because they just do sports, and you people would be, you wouldn't want to hear it.
But that's what I'm just saying. Like those are the people that have influenced me to want to do something like this. So, the more you know. And I think that might be the show.
Yeah, that's the show for tonight, guys, gals, well, whoever's listening. We'll be back with you Sunday. We won't be back with you Sunday. We'll be back with you Monday for the regular show. Or not the regular show. Sorry, I'm lost right now. We will be back with you Monday for another movie review. Kyle has already went out and seen Joker again. Me, Derek, and my fiance are going tomorrow when I get off work to see it again. So we will have you a spoiler review for Joker coming Monday. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be recorded Sunday. We are going to close now, and we are going to start Spooky Season Episode 2. Be on the lookout for that Friday, sometime Friday morning, maybe afternoon.
And if we know you very well, because we'll go ahead and put this out here. I don't know if we get a lot of views of the Spooky Season ones, but we actually want another guest for the Spooky Season horror episode, or the horror movie episode we're going to do. So if we know you decent enough and you want to do it, then contact one of us.
Yeah, honestly, we'll take a guest for anything, even if you just want to sit here be on the regular show.
Yeah.
As long as you can meet the requirements as far as date and time. Regular show gets recorded, like I said, Wednesday night.
So Spooky Season right now.
Yeah, 7-ish, depending. So if you're interested in being a guest, like Derek said, contact one of us and we'll set it up. I've got a guest for the future, in talks with them right now. They have scheduling issues. So I will get more on that later on when it's gonna happen. But that is the show. Y'all have a wonderful Thursday. It's almost the weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night and good luck, folks.